Well, folks, time to review a rather tumultuous week in the season of the Osuyu's Coyotes. However, after the smoke clears, I think the result is turning out to be A-OK. The Osuyu's Coyotes are now a local KIJHL hockey team. Owned locally, and everyone involved lives here. The guys like Tyler Lieberl and Tyler Holtz, who are assistant coaches, they grew up here. And they played their minor hockey right at the Sun Bowl, as did their dads and uncles. Tyler Lieberl's dad, Jim, was the coach that took the Osuyu Storm all the way to winning the Keystone Cup in Medicine Hat in April of 2005. Tyler Badger's dad, helping out with scouting. Other folks that know new head coach Dean Maynard are also jumping on board. Dean is a former cop who played with the touring RCNP hockey team, and it's impressive to see the change, literally in a few days. Before the hockey game, I walked into the coach's office. Desks and chairs all changed around, and there was a real up feeling in that dressing room. Well, when I walked in at the end of the game, there was mirth and laughter, whatever mirth is, and there was joy abound. A crowd-entertaining cliffhanger with goaltenders, the features in both teams, and they each allowed a goal 29 seconds apart midway through the second period. And as we were talking about overtime, we'll listen to what happened. We got a minute and 5 to go on the power play, 2:17 in the period.
Looking like overtime.
Yes, it does. The scoreboard is spitting blood at everybody again when you got one goal tie late in the game. Storm back at full strength. Coyotes didn't score. They steal, though, coming right in. Back out in front to Coyotes. A shot. Scores! Boy, talk about a goal. Who was that? Clausen is taking the hand slapping. Maybe he got a stick on it. The Coyotes have scored. Talk about an opportune time to score. They score at 19:02. And I think that'll be Brax's first goal of the year. It's going to be a big one. 21.7 seconds to go. Face-off comes, there's a shot! What a save of the hockey game! A great shot by the Storm, and all of a sudden Daniel Paul's arm shot out, snagged that puck as it was heading to the top corner.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That man is a ninja.
Ninja, yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yep, he's a ninja.
And here we go, is this it for the final portion of this hockey game, or the Storm going to tie it up? Puck comes right back to the line. Goes over the far side. They have to get it through. It goes up and onto the screen. Now, is this the sort of game where the goal guy gets the game-winning goal and the two goaltenders get stars? So wait and see. Marple couldn't get it down the ice. The Storm trying to get going. Now over on the far side, 1 second, and there's the buzzer. The hockey game is over. So if you're a fan and you're a Osuyu's fan, you got your money's worth.
Yeah, that was a huge win right there, in my opinion. Especially, just the whole coach thing and everything else. That's going to feel good for them.
First on tonight's game from the visiting County Storm, number 36, Ethan Paul.
Yep, I think we're just going over the goaltenders.
Star, your Osuyu's Coyotes, number 31, Daniel Paul.
Yep. Second star, and I think first star will be the goal scorer.
And tonight's first star from the Osuyu's Coyotes, number 14, Brax Clausen.
There he is. Brax Clausen, big winning. That's his first goal of the year. It's like Billy. It's a Billy. Brax Clausen's first goal sure was a big one. Oh yeah, he got that puck, and it will be special one to him forever. He seemed to be floating on air after the game, but why not? Back in October, it was Ryan McDonald that fired a critical goal to beat Columbia Valley. That sent the Coyotes rolling into winning about 11 games of their next 15. Maybe this goal by Brock's Classen is the one that gets them back onto a winning track. It was an unusual misconduct given out after one of the Coyotes collided with the official in what seemed to be a complete accident. However, he received a 10-minute misconduct. I asked Chase Shurak about the incident. He told me, yes, he and the referee did exchange words, and it wasn't about the nice weather we are receiving. Hence, the misconduct, as he joined teammate Brock Marple with 10-minute misconducts just about at the same time as well, each of them for flapping their gums. And that was about the only negatives out of the game. Then there were some other surprises during the week. Princeton hammering North Okanagan 9-1. And then they lost in overtime to Kelowna 4-3. And North Okanagan turns around and beats Summerland 3-2. The Sioux uses 31 points. North Okanagan and Princeton each of 28. Princeton has played one more game than the other two. Friday night, the Sioux is in Summerland, and the steam of 3 players still sitting out suspensions from their game-ending brawl a week ago in Revelstoke. Saturday night, the Coyotes will host the Kelowna Chiefs at 7:35 at the Sun Bowl. Lucas Doggett won 500 smackaroonies at Remax as Craig and Janice Ducker tuck tossed when he sunk his duck into the fishbowl. So we are right back at $200 on Saturday night. Game sponsor is the Sioux Credit Union, and it'll be a fun first period intermission when the folks, or some of the folks, will take part in an on-ice loony scramble. The Chiefs feature the KIJHL's top scorer, Brody Dale. He has 96 points. Line mate Zach Erhardt is second with 73. Devin Sutton at 57 points is fourth in the scoring base. That makes them the most dangerous line in the KIJHL. Brock Palmer of Kimberly's breaks up their monopoly. He's third with 70 points. And some good news. The Coyotes will be holding a spring camp. Already, there has been strong interest from players for next season. And that is from just the first few days of an overall change, and that sure is an encouraging sign for next season. Coyotes are in a real dogfight, though, with Princeton and North Okanagan. One of them will not play after February 23rd. I'm Tom Shields on the Coyotes, the KIJHL on Cairo.